Fundraise tasks enable you to create unique tasks and reminders for yourself and team members based on the type of donations that your organization receives. At any time, you can navigate to your task section from the sidebar menu by scrolling to the bottom option of tasks. 2 example tasks that you can automatically create for yourself are to thank new recurring donors as soon as they sign up. As well, you might want to follow up with donors who make a failed transaction. From a task card, you'll be able to mark it as complete here. You can access the donor profile, see the transaction that made this task appear, and you'll also be able to reassign this task to another member of your team when it's appropriate. As soon as you mark a task as complete, it's off your list. You'll be able to display your task by the list they're in or by the date they were created. As soon as a new task is assigned to you, you'll see this number increase. That way, any donation that requires your attention, you'll be able to jump in right to it. Tasks can also be accessed from the donor's profile. On the donor profile, tasks are located on the Interactions section. The reason for this is because as soon as you mark a task as complete, that task will appear as an interaction for future reference on the donor's profile. From the task search page, you'll be able to access any task assigned to you or any member of your team. You'll be able to add filters with a variety of parameters to find exactly what you're looking for. So, how do tasks work? In a nutshell, tasks are created when a specific type of donation is made. In order to create a task based on a donation, you'll first need to create a transaction list to capture this specific type of donation. For example, this red follow-up for failed donations task has been created through a transactions list that has been filtered to only include failed transactions. Whenever a donation fails, a task will appear here. To create a transactions list, navigate to Transactions, add appropriate filters, and then save your list. In this example, we'll create a transactions list to include only donations with an amount of more than or equal to $500. Once this list is saved, you'll see it in your Saved Transactions list, and you're now ready to create a task automation off of this list. To create the task automation, navigate to Task and click on New Task Automation. The first option is to select the transaction list for this task. In this example, we'll select the list we just created, transactions over $500. We can create this task for any member of the team. In this example, we'll create it for myself. We'll add a response type of Share Impact Report. We can also select a task color to keep things organized. If you're creating this for another member of your team, it'll be helpful to add brief instructions. Another key feature of creating a task automation is I can actually force assign any donor who makes this type of transaction to a specific member of my team. So for example, in this case, if I click this button, any donor who makes a transaction over $500 will automatically be assigned to myself as well as create a task. To create this task automation, simply click to save it. As soon as you save your task automation, the automation report will be located on your task automation section. This is where you can see the progress of the tasks that have been completed, as well as click back in to manage the task at any time. Now, when a donation is made that is more than $500, a task to share an impact report will appear immediately in my task section. In this example, I'll make a donation on the sample donation page in an amount over $500. When we check back in on my task, there is a new task to share impact report with Mr. Wonka. And just like that, the next opportunity to build real and personal donor relationships is crystal clear and ready for you to take action.